He said he's going to be moving Blue Origin to more and more to Cape Canaveral.
Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all these people who push this woke shit realize woke sucks. That's why we have to surround them with a wall and keep them in their area until they figure out the shit they cause. Like, no one should ever be allowed to leave San Francisco if you live there until you figure it the fuck out.
Entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
All right, welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. Great week. Everything's clicking. The world is on fire, but Daddy's enjoying life, okay? Right? That's what I'm loving. Join me as always. From whatever hotel room he's in, Howie, Dewey, and in the ones and twos, Jay Nice, Juicy Johnny. He is at the office in New Jersey. How are you guys?
New Jersey. Good,
Jersey.
brother.
Connecticut.
Good.
Jersey. Oh, you're in Connecticut? Oh, it's in Connecticut? Okay. Gotcha,
I think it was
buddy.
in Stanford,
Gotcha.
right?
Stanford, yeah. Stanford.
How are you guys? How's your week? What's going on?
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I fucked up. I thought this was Carl. I forgot. I put up the wrong background. That's what happened, to be honest. So, that's
man,
what
Carl's got to be pissed that you left your buddy.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I'm just going to go drive over there real quick. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right.
Are we back? Dude, how'd you move so quickly?
I have a fast car. So.
Wow.
Really fast.
Wow. So how's your week, guys?
Well, thanks to Howie, I absolutely crushed last week. I know Morgan Stanley all week was every morning I would wake up and it was like, oh, when is this option gonna pop? When is this stock going up? And then on the expiration day on Friday morning, I wake up and I'm up like 600%. I sell and I make lots of money. Thank you, Howie. God bless you.
Howie, Dewey.
We had that last week. We probably the best week we've ever had.
Use your car for a minute.
What is happening? Yeah, you can use his car. It's okay. Take the car.
Do it. Take that shit. Take that car.
Jeez Louise, I'm only a professional podcaster.
Drive fast. Drive that shit fast. Jeez, no, man, last week we had the best week we've had. I mean, in a year. And it was just a weird thing. We timed it. And if you listen to the show last week, we said it. We waited. And then bam, we got into, Uber, Oxy, Tesla, Amazon. Uber, we crushed it.
Uber was nice.
Crushed it. I mean, guys on average were hitting 100, 150%. We banged out Alibaba. We nailed that.
Dude, you love Alibaba, bro.
We've made fucking a lot of money on that BABA, man. That's the go-to over the past 2 years. Probably bought and sold it 9 times. Tesla we crushed. Uber was the big one. Oxy, we crushed it. Sold half on Friday, still holding it. I think oil is going to continue up. Thank God to the Middle East. I sold half on Friday. We'll probably sell the rest this week. I think it'll pop again. And like Johnny said, Morgan Stanley popped big. Yes. And it was so due. It was so overdue, man. It was due. So,
and it's fun, so funny, Howie. The night before, it had gone up just a little, but right before close, the day before. And I was like, hey, Howie, man, should I just sell this now? He's like, no, dude, just wait till tomorrow. I'm like, all right. And then, dude, it just opened like a rocket ship, just straight to the top.
It was up 6%. The calls were up. Yeah, one of the guys DM me, said he made like I want to say 400, 500% on it. It was crazy.
Dude, I was up because I got in a little late, I think, and it was. I got out at like I don't know, nine. I think it probably 17 cents, and then 91. I got out, so it was.
So you're just saying all we're doing is winning. on
No,
the
I mean,
show.
we banked the amount of dry powder that we cranked out on Thursday and Friday, and we're just sitting here. And I posted today. I said, be patient, because I think we're probably peaking out again. We'll probably drop down. We're gonna have a couple days of a sell-off. I mean, maybe that submarine we sent over will fire a few missiles. Maybe the market will drop a little bit, hopefully. Look, if there's war, you got to make money. If there's not war, you got to make money. It's all about banking green, baby. It's all about banking green. Let's get a little turmoil kicking so the markets are volatile, and let's go to the bank. Let's go to the bank. It's good to be
thing
here.
I really do think it's meant to why do you announce that you're sending all this stuff over there? I just don't get that. Aren't those things supposed to be secret, under the water? Isn't that the reason they go under the waters? Because nobody's supposed to know they're there.
Well, I guess now he's going to stop telling everybody, he said.
Good.
I mean, who knows if it's true or not? Who the fuck knows? Who really knows?
What do you mean? Did somebody mention that to him, like complain about that he told?
Yeah,
everybody?
they were no longer going to be discussing out in the open what we're sending to Israel. It's like unbelievable, dude.
Oh, dude,
Hey, man.
come on. You know that they're not telling us the real shit anyway. Like the most important,
but
they're not telling us.
Like, can we at least have the illusion that we live in a democracy in which we have some say in what our Federal Reserve is taxing us on? Can we do that?
I mean, good luck. No, we can't.
Exactly.
I took a little trip to Jekyll Island yesterday, man.
Oh God.
I was at Jekyll Island all day for the Shrimp and Grits Festival.
Oh, I love shrimp and grits. Wow.
Shrimp and Grits Festival.
Wait, how does that work though? How so? Everybody's just serving shrimp and grits. It seems like you get tired of it eventually.
Well, yeah, they just have massive amounts. It's amazing. It's sausage, shrimp, and grits. Yeah, you eat so much, you're just look how big my head got over.
I love shrimp and grits. They do it a lot in the South. It's the best.
It's great. It was cool. Went to the beach, checked out Jekyll Island. You still see the ghosts of J.P. Morgan walking around the porches. It's awesome. But no, man, we banked a bunch of fatties. We got dry powder right now. Fingers not quite on the trigger, waiting on a few things. Looking at a couple small mid cap stocks. Still like Oxy right here, like oil and energy. I do think some of these tech stocks that jumped up crazy last week, like Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, Baba, I think they will probably retreat. And we'll be ready to bank again. So now, Johnny, you saw it with your own eyes. It was a profitable week. Absolutely.
Yeah, especially, I mean, Uber and Morgan Stanley, those are the moves I went biggest on, and they both were, big success.
I'm hoping Uber actually drops because I'll actually buy more. I'm so confident going forward. Somebody asked today about, who do you like as far as a small mid-cap stock? And I'm like, you got to have Uber in your IRA. You got to have it because in 20 years, that's one that you might see 5 or 6X because they're getting their hands in everything now. Everything.
And then they finally become too big to be threatened by any kind of one setback in a market. Like say the regulations were to change somewhere or something. It's not enough to kind of destroy their business now that they're everywhere. You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's solid.
Because it used to be like with Uber, right? Like if they in New York, the cabbies like push through some legislation to ban Uber or something, what I mean? That would devastate their business. But now I feel like they're kind of beyond. They got lobbyists and shit. That's a real company.
In New York,
they got lobbyists and shit, dog.
It's done with in New York. The yellow cabs are Ubers. The yellow cabs are Ubers. Like
what? If they bought Uber?
Hell, if you call an Uber, you might have a yellow cab pull up, dog. That's the way it is.
Right.
Yellow cabs are Ubers now. There's no more medallions.
They saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta wave the white flag.
Yeah, it's over with, man. I mean, Uber is here.
Well, that was a scam anyway. That whole medallion system. What a scam that was. Just a way for the government to rip people off.
Buy a nice medallion for $1.5 million. And then after the pandemic, they were all worth about $200,000. It's unbelievable.
It's stupid. It's just another example of people
Here's
getting
a
ripped
question
off.
I have. Speaking of money in sports, somebody explain to me this new TGL Golf League. Because this shit's like the NBA. Like you got guys with billions of dollars buying teams. San Francisco, New York, And evidently, Tiger Woods and this McIlroy started this league, and it's like an NFL, MLB, NBA league. Johnny, is this golf? They're saying it's indoors?
Yeah, it's a lot of it seems to be like on a simulator is what I've tried to find good pictures
That's
of
what it sounded like.
but it seems like a lot of it's going to be on simulators. Yeah, and it's they're going to have like team setups and different challenges and stuff. There are some, like, if you look in this arena it's in, there are some like sand traps and little pieces of a course, but most of it looks like it's on this giant simulator, which just looks.
So what? This is team golf now?
Like LA's gonna have a team, New York's gonna have a team, Detroit, Chicago, they're all gonna have teams.
The next, well, I like the part of the Ryder Cup where they can yell at each other, their fans can get involved and scream. It's like, enough of this gentleman bullshit. Let's just go, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why that event in Arizona is so popular, right?
I've been saying this for years. Look, man, it started with me. A buddy of mine he was the principal of a high school. He had a little too much to drink when we went to the PGA Tour down.
Oh, how many M-bombs did he say?
No, it was
not a lot of ends at the PGA Tour, Sam. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, Carlos Franco, famous golfer. I want to say he's from Spain, but he was 4 feet away from us. In PGA Tour Jacksonville, they allow you to bring in coolers. You're allowed to bring in beers. And so Carlos was in his backswing right here, and my buddy shit his pants so loud it was like a foghorn went off. Like everybody within 30 feet heard it. And this dude, Carlos Franco, shanked it so bad into the woods. He turned around, and I thought he was going to swing the club at somebody's head. He was like, "Who fuck did that? Who fucked did shit? Who fired it?" And dude, I laughed for 30 minutes. I had tears coming out of my eyes.
How can you stop yourself from farting? I mean, I get it being mad, but like, what are you gonna do? Like,
dude,
oh, that's so funny, dude.
Imagine farted, during his back
fart. Imagine shanking because of a fart.
Yeah, everybody blamed me. I didn't even do it. And we had to leave. We had to leave right after that. But look,
time to go.
Look, you're golfing. You can heckle in every sport. Basketball, guys on the free throw line. You can say anything you want about his mother. Football, you can heckle the whole game. Baseball, how come golf bullshit? You should be able to go nuts.
I can give you a little info about it. It's going to be real grass inside SoFi Center at Palm Beach State College in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. It's a football field-sized playing area that includes a massive green complex and real golf shots without a screen inside 50 yards. So if it's inside 50 yards, they're doing real golf shots, which is, not a ton of shots, but, the last few shots. Instead, let's see. Putts don't seem to register right on a simulator, and everything smells like stale Coors Light, according to this. So they're doing real putting. Instead, though, they're going to have, for the rest of it, a 64, this is written like gobbledygook, 64 feet wide and 46 feet high simulator screen. That's 20 times the size of a typical simulator. It's just massive. It's like it's like bigger than a movie theater screen. It's huge.
Well, the thing that blows my mind about it is they're mentioning the business guys that are getting involved with this, and I'm talking hundreds of millions of dollars. The dude that they had a guy that runs a hedge fund or whatever, and he bought I want to say the San Francisco franchise. And they said, "What'd you pay for it?" And he said, under 100 mil. So
damn,
it's going to be interesting, man, because this is serious business.
It's also going to be match play, which I like that. So that adds some fun.
Dude, I listen, man. I don't believe any of the official story 9/11, none of it. So the question is, well, because we're getting into Saudi money, right? Like we're discussing Saudi money and whether we should be cool to Saudis.
Yeah.
I don't believe that story of 9/11. I don't believe any of it. I don't think those hijackers on that plane. So that's a whole different story. So I have zero problems with like the Saudis coming in and buying up all of boxing. You have people getting so angry, like, "Oh my God, the Saudis, you want them to buy everything?" Now, maybe our football teams, maybe our basketball teams, that might be a little weird, right? But boxing, I would love if they bought up boxing and made all these guys fucking fight each other. I would love that.
That's the one thing I'd be okay with. The one thing. I don't want them to buy the rest of it. Think about it. They start poaching like the best football players or something. That's a nightmare. I would hate
Yeah,
that.
but NFL is an American sport. It's not like it's going to play well anywhere
Like when
else.
Wembanyama's next contract is to play in the Saudi league. Come on, that would be terrible.
That would be terrible.
MMA, let them buy MMA and pay those guys what they deserve.
No, boxing. But they already own part of the UFC, but boxing, make these guys fight each other.
Yeah, just get rid of all the Mickey Mouse belts and put one, install like one system. They got the money to do that, to overpower these idiotic belt systems. They're just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy.
So changing tune a little bit.
Hold on, real quick before you do that, we'll go on, but you want to look at the economics of a new stadium in sports. Look at the Raiders. I mean, we know that the two of the poorest teams owners in sports are the Lakers, buses, who are billionaires, but their money all comes from that team. They don't have, I'm sure they got a little business, but they don't have a bigger business that their sports team is their side thing. And the Raiders. And for him to fire that coach and that GM, he's going to go to arbitration. Obviously, he's not going to have to pay them the $80 million they owes them. They're going to go to arbitration. But I mean, that's a big move. And that only comes if you have money coming in from your new stadium and all the concessions and all that shit. So that changes everything. I mean, dude, he would never have done this if he was still in Oakland. He would have just held on to him and just shit the bet until they got so bad that they would move. But now, because you got all this money coming in, and the Raiders sold more tickets than anybody else, their first year or second year, this is big bucks for him. And for him to do that, I mean, you can say whatever you want about him and his haircut and whether he makes good decisions or not, but he does seem to want to win. And I would have your owner's never going to get everything right all the time, but at least they want to. I have two owners. All three of the owners of my teams are willing to spend money, which I'm very thankful for. So that's a crazy thing to be on the hook for $80 million and be gone. It's super interesting.
Yeah, the NFL makes money, man. They make money because they don't pay these players shit.
Well, and you also, he's stacking that buyout up against what he's going to lose if people stop going to games for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure. But then also though, it's you're looking at this Watson deal where he's fully guaranteed, and they're they don't even know if he's going to be that good.
He's been bad. Yeah.
The NFL is just, I don't know. It's the one league where guaranteed contracts to me just seem, it's just too violent and it's too crazy. And if you're on the hook for that much money, you're in deep shit, dude.
It's got to be some kind of middle ground, right? Like a sort of a bailed, like a backup contract or something that it kind of reverts to if you get hurt, or if they want to cut you can still get paid.
I agree.
You're not crippling the team for.
I think the NBA, the NBA is getting, these contracts are getting so crazy that they should only be guaranteed up to a certain number in case you don't work out, but still life-changing money, right?
That life-changing money, that's a bar that slides a lot, isn't it? You know what I mean? For some guys it's one number, and for other guys it's a lot.
So let's look at the Greek Freak. He just signed a 3-year $180 million contract, right? After this one he already had. So that's $60 million a year, right? If you go, hey man, that is, you're guaranteed up to $90 million for that contract. Is that acceptable?
I mean, they're not. I just don't think the unions. Why? What could they? This is what would have to happen. They would have to give something to the union that's so valuable it would make them willing to give that up. And what could that?
Yeah,
be?
I don't know what that would be, but I just think these contracts are getting so insane that it's going to get harder and harder to get these guys to do anything. Because once you sign that contract, why do I have to give a shit?
Oh, dude. Well, and how long has it been that the contract year? I would love to go back and look back when they weren't making as much money, if contract years were still the time when every guy just played out of his skin. Because I can't tell you how many times the Hornets have been burned by that. A guy just playing out of his skin in his contract year, and we either sign him or re-sign him. And then the next year, it's just I mean, it's like a different player. I feel like the smaller market teams are always going to be victim to that, but so annoying.
Yeah, it's tough. They're making NBA, MLB's a different ballgame.
Nick Batum. I mean, my God.
They make just sick money.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you about our good friend James McMahon at Copy My Crypto. Guys, we've seen so many people make ridiculous money from crypto, but did you know it's easy for you to do the same? That's right. The Copy My Crypto membership site shows you the coins that YouTuber James McMahon personally holds and allows you to copy them. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest, as you simply do what he does. So let me tell you about James. He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which despite heavy censorship has over 26,000 subscribers. Since March 2020, he's told his viewers to buy 26 crypto coins. Had you put $100 into each, it'd be well worth over $123,000.
Wow.
Of the 26 coins, his top pick coin called Phantom went up 692 times from when he said. That one call alone has retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to YouTube and verify this yourself. So if you'd like to join the 2,800 members at Copy James, then stop what you're doing and head over to copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's SAM. Okay. You'll not only find proof of everything I've said, but my listeners will get full access for just $1. Once again, that's copymycrypto.com/Sam. The recession is here. You can suffer like everyone else or choose to thrive. James is the real deal. Go visit the site now. All right, real quick, guys, in just a moment, I want to tell you about my comic book is moving. We're very excited. I have a comic book. I'm making a family-friendly comic book. In one day, we are already up, or 2 days now. We're $500 away from our goal. I have a Indiegogo for Chaos Twins. I'm doing my first ever family-friendly project. It's called the Chaos Twins. It's about two girls who move to a new neighborhood and they fight the deep state with their friends who are cryptids. They have special powers. It's called Cash Daddies, and we're only $500 away from our very first issue being made. And if we get other certain levels, then we're going to make more and more. So go to chaostwins.com, support us, support me and the Paranoid American. Go to samtripoli.com, press the click the banner, and we're making a family-friendly conspiracy comic book. Check it out, and go to samtripoli.com for all my dates. I'm going to be in Bellflower this Friday night, and then I'm going to be in Texas in 2 weeks. Go check it out, samtripoli.com, and I'm deciding the third week of January I will be shooting my special. So very excited about that. So yeah, anyways, let's get into
one thing I want to say. I went and some of those tiers are great, dude. You got like some really good rewards on there. I'm going to get three signed copies you're going to owe me of
Thank you, buddy.
Of the comic book. But if you really want to go all out, you can be a guest on one of Sam's podcasts. Is actually one of the rewards there. So I go check it out, chaostwins.com. It's great.
Something happened huge today with a company that is, a lot of people are like, I don't think they're ever coming back. And I'm telling you, long term, it's another company you got to have in your IRA, your SEP, whatever, is Disney. Iger took over, made some moves, but shit, today, the CFO from Pepsi, this guy, Hugh Johnston, not Hughes Johnson, Johnston, literally moved over and took the CFO position at Disney. And if you know this dude's background, he's the man when it comes to this, running the finance aspect of a big company. This guy's done it for years. He helped Pepsi become extremely profitable, and he's taking this job for one reason. He wants Iger's job. When Iger gets out, probably soon, in the next 3 years or so, I think this guy takes over.
Well, doesn't Bob Iger want to leave? I mean, I remember when he came back.
He's like, please let me quit.
Yes. Yeah. He's not going to be there long. I do think this guy's going to take his position. This guy Hugh Johnston, and
Interesting. Okay.
guys, look at his background. He's solid as hell, and it just looks to me. Look, man, you got Disney right now trading. I want to say it's at 84. I looked at it again today. It looks like it may drop back to 80. It's at 84. But look, this is one that when they get shit straight again, which they will, this is $150 stock. This stock's going to double probably over the next 2-3 years. And it's one you got to own. I hate to say it, you got to own this thing. And
hey, did you hear the story about the movie Blade? Have you heard about the whole story with that? We talked about in Broken Sim, but
was one with the
Wesley Snipes.
Went to jail.
They're going to remake it, and they have this new guy as Blade, and they've done so many rewrites. The last one, somebody had to step in because the rewrite was that it became basically Sex in the City, where like 3 chicks became the main story and they were learning life lessons, and Blade became the 4th lead in his own movie. And people had to go, no, bro, we got to stop this shit. And it's so interesting. So this woke shit that's been happening, I've been talking about this on a bunch of podcasts, but have I talked about here about Legos? That Lauren Chen, who's so freaking hot, she does something on Blaze TV. She's very cool. She did a podcast. She was doing an episode about woke in Hollywood. And she was talking about how Legos was trying to figure out how to get little girls to play with their Legos. So they did this study about how boys play with Legos and how girls play with Legos. And this study found that when boys play with Legos, they become the character, meaning that like if they're playing with the Batman Legos, they play it as Batman. Like Batman's fighting crime, Batman showing up, Batman stopping the Joker. But when girls play with the toys become them. They play Batman as themselves, meaning Batman going shopping, Batman putting on makeup, Batman buying new dresses. That's how it is. So when you pull out on that and you zoom out, now you're looking at grown women and what they do at Hollywood. They put themselves in the story. So it becomes, I'm going to fight crime with the Blade. We're going to learn life lessons. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's why woke shit is so bad, because white women or women in general are inserting themselves into every fucking story. So that's why the story of Thor is no longer about Thor, but some blonde bitch who does all Thor shit. But instead, now women can see themselves as the person, even though they don't go, what's Hot saying? What's Hot saying?
She's just laughing.
I'm laughing because I love you, Sam.
No, you think I'm crazy.
No, I don't.
No, she likes it. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, seriously.
White bitches.
What's up? Hey, by the way, did you see this new thing I posted about why they're carpet bombing Gaza?
Why?
Because there's a canal that goes through Egypt. That is the only way to do shipping. And it goes for 6 hours, it goes one way, and 6 hours it goes the other way. And Egypt runs it.
The Suez Canal?
It. Yeah, the Suez Canal. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't sure, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, please shut the fuck up. Daddy's talking.
Heard of it.
Okay. So the Suez Canal. But Egypt gets all that money. They get all the money. And it's only one way. So there's another canal that Israel's proposing that'll go straight through, but it stops at the top at the northern Gaza. So they think that's what this is, what a lot of this is about, is opening up a new canal that will go both ways. So you don't have to have one way. And then everybody, Israel, the United States, France, England, can all make money off it.
I would love to see that, because I'm looking at a map here, and it just, I mean, there's no. I would like to see where you saw that, because the map.
If you go to my Twitter, you can watch it.
Okay.
And my friend Mike Binder says that he's saying the same thing, that it doesn't make any sense, but maybe where it would be easier to go through, if you go through it, this guy kind of breaks it down.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know, but we went into a store today and we had to buy some things for the shoot tomorrow. And the lady who helped out my girl had the same name. They had the same name, and she was wearing a, I'm not gonna say turban.
It's a hijab.
She was wearing a hijab.
Yeah.
And
Don't say turban because it's not a turban.
she was
Yeah, it's not a fucking turban.
she was wearing a hijab, and she looked at my girl and she goes, "Oh, we have same name."
Okay, she didn't talk like that. She didn't have.
Why'd she talk Chinese, Howie? Howie, why was she talking like an Asian person? Oh, we have same name.
Oh,
Oh,
same name.
Your kung fu is no match for my kung fu.
Every brown person has an accent except for me.
I know.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking a racist?
She did.
He's racist. He doesn't realize he has a brown girlfriend. Can you tell him?
Yeah,
Why
I
you
know.
don't
You
talk like
could,
me?
Hots. You could do better, Hots.
I'd ask. No, but she said, she goes, "Oh, we have the same name." And I looked at her and went,
Oh, we got same name.
"It's funny." It was funny.
I can't.
Actually, you were pissed off at her because she was taking too long.
No, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't accuse her of being a terrorist.
No, it was almost
Okay.
Arab crime today. That was like, if there was, thank God there was a white guy that could separate you two. You know, gotta have law. But
But yeah, Sam. So I got it. Let me, if you can just here. All right. So on the map.
yeah,
So here's Gaza right here. Hold on. See it
Right.
now. This is the nearest body of water that leads to the
Yeah.
sea.
Yeah.
Where would this canal be?
They're saying it would go up to northern Gaza.
Up here? Well,
Yeah.
it seems like it'd be better down here, right?
Well, I mean, is that all Gaza right there?
That's Gaza. That's just this tiny little
Yeah.
spot.
So it could go right here, maybe. That's what they're saying. I don't know. That's what they're saying.
yeah, I wonder if you could go right now to Gaza and be like, "Hey, I wonder if they have realtors over there. You could buy some land." Like, you know, like, yeah, can you show me the house or what's left of it? Because I'd like to put in a bid.
I am.
When
I
did you
am
tweet
not-
it, Sam? I'm looking for it.
What?
That thing
Keep
you told me
going. It
to-
should be okay, Johnny. I'm gonna. Johnny, can you? Oh, hold on. Escape. Here we go. I will put your name.
text it to me.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. You're gonna
Johnny, do you think you could buy real estate in Gaza right now? It's gotta be cheap. It had to have dropped.
They'll probably take your money, but good luck getting over there to
I just tagged you in it, Johnny. I just tagged you in it.
Got it right here. Oh, okay. This guy, the leading Gaza.
Oh, Johnny,
Excellent.
could you get more racist? I love that Johnny saw a black guy and doesn't think
It's
he
not
knows
that. It's
what's going on in the
Look at him.
Johnny, you're dude.
It's just
when
a
you
dude
thought
with
Howie was the most racist on the show.
It's a
Here comes
dude with
Johnny
a
with his
tie-dye
Southern I don't
sweatshirt
trust
on.
Black
It's a
people's
dude
opinion.
with a tie-dye sweatshirt on in front of a
Oh,
green
I'm sorry.
screen.
Tie-dye people don't know anything, Johnny.
Exactly.
You race hot podcast that's
Here we-
burning up the thing. Guys, here we go. Let's listen to this.
Oh, yeah, that guy looks
Okay,
like an
okay.
expert.
I'm sorry. Does he have to have a yarmulke?
And for the war in
What he does it like an expert, right, Sam? This is like the guy.
Oh, I'm sorry,
war in
Johnny.
Israel. This little strip of water between Egypt and Israel is
Got
what's
gang
called the
tattoos on.
Suez Canal, and it accounts for about 12% of the world's GDP and about 5 to 10% of the world's oil distribution. Now, in 2022, Egypt made about $8 billion in transit fees
You
from
already
the
lied.
Suez
You already
Canal.
lied.
Not bad for Egypt, but you notice didn't sit well with the United States, France, the UK, and Israel. The other thing about the Suez Canal is that it's very narrow and it only
Nice earring.
goes one way. So for 6 hours a day, ships can only go this way, and then for another 6 hours a day, ships can only come back this way, which economically costs time and money. Then there was an incident back in 2021 where a ship actually jammed the Suez Canal, which cost about $10 billion a day. Not only that, but the United States Pentagon said that the Suez Canal traffic impacted U.S. military vessel movement, and you know they can't have that. So what was the alternative? It's called the Ben Gurion Canal Project, which plans to be made cutting through Israel as an alternative route to the Suez Canal, and also will be wider and deeper than the Suez Canal, which is important because the only way that trade can get from Asia to Western Europe is if it cuts through the Suez Canal. Otherwise, they would have to go all the way around Africa to get to this side of Europe. Now, guess where this Ben Gurion Canal project is being built through? That's right, Gaza. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but you do the math.
No,
Thank
but
you,
you are a
conspiracy
tad
person.
Let's
All
just stop
right.
right now. Let's just stop. Here's the first
Howie.
one. Here's
Howie.
the first one I told.
Howie.
He said that the Suez Canal contributes to 5 to 10% of the world's GDP. No, not even close. Probably not 5 to 10% of Egypt's GDP.
Okay, here's
It
the
doesn't,
thing, Howie.
and here's the second point. It doesn't go through the Gaza Strip. Fucking
Oh,
canal through
Johnny,
Gaza.
you think they're going to do that? They're going to be nicey nice
Well,
and be
no,
like, let's
no, it's
go
not them
around?
being nice.
Is
They
that
would
what
love
you
to go through
really?
Gaza.
Did you just say that out loud?
No, it's
They don't
literally
want
just
cause any
they got to move.
As they're carpet bombing the whole place.
Oh,
Like,
dear.
We don't want to cause any problem with the Gaza people.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Nuts, cuckoo alert
You don't
today.
understand.
Our
You're
most
not looking
retarded
at the
show
map,
ever.
dipshit. You're not looking at the map.
You're a retard.
It doesn't.
You're
It
retard.
actually would be more out of the way to go through Gaza.
Okay, here we go. Let's go.
I will say this. He was so beyond off on his numbers of the world's GDP. I bet you it doesn't account for 0.25% of the world's GDP.
Okay. All right.
And what are they?
All right.
Well, anyways, while we're on the subject, Johnny, explain what the hell Microsoft did with this robots on fucking steroids now with this new super AI, which is beyond scary.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, they came up with some friggin' chat GPT-4 Turbo. Like Microsoft came out, basically they say it's like the OpenAI times 1,000.
I mean, I know they have an AI project that they're planning on putting in like different little devices and stuff, but I haven't seen any news on it. Like, what's the new thing?
I don't know. It came out. I was listening to it today, and it sounded really frightening.
Oh, really?
Microsoft backed OpenAI announces GPT-4 Turbo, its most powerful AI yet.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
well,
this shit scares me. I mean, the wars going on, they don't really scare me a lot. This does. I mean, it sounds like what they're coming up with, this shit can do anything. And they're cutting prices on it.
They've added a voice element to ChatGPT 4.0 that we dicked around with on Broken Sim a little bit. And they say that people are just spending hours talking to these, like walking around with their headphones in, just talking to ChatGPT like they're on the phone.
Johnny likes hot black chicks.
Oh, I do.
Voice for his
they're like 5 or 6 voices.
He goes straight basketball wipes on his.
There's awesome. Like 5 or 6 voices you can choose, and I for sure chose the hot black chick. And then she does sound beautiful. Like if I had to imagine a face, it's a beautiful.
I'd hit it hard.
It's like Ice Spice, maybe. It's the face on this chick.
The shit that they're saying that this can do is like I can't believe that they're not all over this, because they're saying this thing's 1,000 times more powerful than the regular Chat GPT. They're saying it's basically on steroids and do anything. I mean, and they're and that brings us back to the actor strike, which I thought they had solved last week, but these guys are like, I don't think they're going to come up with a valid contract, because supposedly what they're tossing at them is not worth a shit, and the actors are like, no, we're going to stay on strike. We're not going to sign this.
Really?
What do you think about that, Sam?
I'm still mad at Johnny. Sorry.
He doesn't allow any dissenting opinion. If you disagree with his thing, it's like a disrespect to him. He takes his ideas internal.
That dude that was just talking.
Okay, ask your question again. What'd you say?
Dude, what's up with this? I mean, the whole this AI thing is like 90% of the reason that you can't get the actors back to work, because
I mean, like, listen, Johnny, we were doing something about the woman who was suing Disney for an atomic wedgie, and we had Johnny do the closing statements as the lawyer. And bro, I'm not lying to you. I was shocked at how on point this AI was not only well written, it was funny, dude. And I was like, oh, they're in trouble, bro. They're in trouble.
And think about how long this has been developing. Just a couple of years. Think about 2 years, 5 years, 10 years.
And it was like nobody looked at. I read this thing today on Microsoft, and it scared the shit out of me. It's like they just keep going and going and going, and they're like, this isn't enough. We need the new supercharged Chat GBT, and like the stuff that they're saying it does is so beyond over my head. It's like, holy Christ.
Yeah, no, it's coming,
dude. I'm very nervous about it now. If someone molests. If that AI gets molested by Larry Watts and develops a very bad drug problem, I'm in trouble.
That's a possibility. That's a possibility.
Jeff Bezos is moving to Miami, by the way. Did you see this? He claims it's because he wants to be closer to his family, but I think we all know why he's moving to Miami, because it's a tax shelter. And he's
a billionaire and he wants to hang out with hot chicks. Why would you stay in Washington?
Yeah.
Why would you stay there? It's like, oh, dude, I can hang out with earthy granola bitches who all look like they still listen to grunge, or I can go hang out to English as a second language Latinas who have way less expectations and know how to cook. Where am I going?
He said he's going to be moving Blue Origin to more and more to Cape Canaveral.
Florida. Yeah. Because all these people who push this woke shit realize woke sucks. That's why we have to surround them with a wall and keep them in their area until they figure out the shit they cause. Like, no one should ever be allowed to leave San Francisco if you live there until you figure it the fuck out.
Well, you have to show us how you voted. We have to see your voting history. If you voted.
I totally agree. We need your voting record. Okay.
That would be. Can you imagine just having shown your voting record to get out of California? I'd be down for that.
Oh yeah, stay here, you suck.
I like Bezos. Bezos works out. Bezos came from nothing. He busted his ass. Is he a capitalist pig? Yeah, 100%. But he likes hot ass. He likes big boats, and I gotta respect him.
Yeah, he's come a long way, dude. When you look at those original videos of him like doing that office tour, where just the biggest nerd. And he's like Lex
let's
Luthor
not even talk about the fact that his grandpa started DARPA, but let's keep moving on. Hardest working guy. Man,
I was waiting. Dude, I was waiting for that. He
started with nothing, man. His mom,
listen, Howie, I love you to pieces. I can't express to you enough how my heart cup runneth over with love with you. Okay.
Yeah, well, you can't just make shit up.
Hey. Do not say Jeff Bezos started with nothing, because it's not true. His grandfather owned Mobil Oil and he started DARPA, okay? That's a fact. These are facts you don't hear in upstate New York education systems, okay?
I don't even know if I believe it. All I know is this dude lived with his mother. He lived with his mom.
In a 90-bedroom house. And, dude, he chose to live in the garage. This is, dude, stop. Jeff Bezos is not a rags to riches story. This guy, I guarantee you, and it's not been, I guarantee you, DARPA created a system for Amazon, and he beta tested it on books because he knows no one gives a fuck about books. And once they worked out all the kinks on the books, then they came out and they just dominated everything. That's how it is. And I try to buy shit in person. That's what I really try to do. But half these people don't have anything, so I have to go on Amazon and buy this shit. It drives me nuts. I'm trying to keep mom and pop stores open.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. But I'm just saying individually, that dude, he figured it out, man. He figured it out. Speaking of figuring it out, how about the most respectful guy in the world, Billy Gates is starting a new startup in of all the fresh places in the world where you're going to get good solid labor, the Congo.
What?
Bill Gates is starting a company in the Congo because
he feels so bad for these people.
He cares about the children.
Yeah, he likes touching them.
But he is starting a company.
This is the most fucked up episode. I
I
want to
It's the
apologize.
best episode we've ever
I want
had.
to apologize to Sam. I want to apologize to everybody listening. I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day. Okay.
It's okay,
Yeah.
buddy. I love you.
Yeah, he's he's right here.
I love you. I love you too, bro.
Hey, Johnny, just know no matter how bad you do, Howie will always outdo you. So don't worry about it. That's the best part. Okay. Howie will always have a nice retard take. Howie is a idiot savant, heavy on the idiot on stocks and bets. Okay?
Heavy on the savant too, honestly.
Heavy on the savant. Heavy on the savant. He
That's
crushes
right.
it.
That's right, baby. Yeah, but Bill Gates is starting a mining company. He's starting a startup mining company.
Oh, really?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, which who's in charge of that? I don't know. You got to have at least 10,000 kids between the ages of 6 and 10 who are willing to get right in those ditches and dig. And Bill Gates, back mining startup, wants to expand into the Congo.
Oh, Bezos is in that too, apparently. That mining company. Let's see. Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos are backing this $1 billion mining company that uses AI to find rare earth metals. Huh.
That's interesting right there, man. Wow.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
That tells you where the future is, though, right? It's in these rare earth metals for batteries and stuff like that and phones.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to dig deep. You need like a whole 6th grade to go and just drop them down with ropes.
This is where this thing, and this is going to trigger Sam, but this is where this thing eventually it becomes a value proposition of whether it's worth it to go and try to wrangle an asteroid. You hear them talk about this. I think that's what Blue Origin is all about, is to try to eventually haul in an asteroid, which would just have like, it would break the market. It would have like infinity. If you could make it affordable to get there, even relatively, it would just break the market, because like one of those things would supply all the platinum the Earth would ever need for the end of time, basically. And I just have I don't know, if the Earth ain't flat and there are actual asteroids out there, I have a feeling that that's what they have their eyes on.
Johnny has worked with me long enough to know how to.
He just said if the Earth ain't flat, like
yeah, he's been on a Sam Tripoli podcast to know how to present that statement. That's so funny, dude.
Water is really liquid, and if what we walk on is solid, then hey, who knows? Maybe there's a chance. Jesus
dude.
Christ.
What a day! Sam Bankman-Fried got sentenced. We haven't talked since that.
Shit, he got his sentence.
I'm sorry, not sentence, but he's guilty. And the sentence they're looking at, let's see, could be more than 100 years in prison.
So let's go. The over under is 30 years. I say he'll do under. What do you guys think?
Wait, do you mean what he'll be sentenced to or what he'll actually do?
What he'll actually do.
Under.
I'm gonna go under, and here's what I think will happen. He will be fake murdered, and they will get him out, and he'll get some corrective surgery done, and he'll go live his life
as his wife.
As something, but he's never gonna do that time. His family is way too powerful for that to happen. They'll fake death him. Cameras will be off, and they'll shave his head and make him like Puerto Rican or something, and he'll live his rest of his life.
I can't.
He's really recognizable, though. You're gonna have to do some work to make him look different.
No, they'll have him go live in Costa Rica, bro. They'll be like, go live down there. You don't have to do shit. Go bang strange. Do Adderall. Just stay. Don't make any trades, and don't try to start any crypto bullshit.
No, he'd have to get a job, like shave your head, because he could pass for a Mexican.
I totally.
I'm telling you, dude, he looks kind of like his ex-girlfriend already. Just make him look like that chick and kill her.
Dishes. Be like, look, you got to wash dishes, man. I know it's going to suck, but 6 hours a day, here's a surfboard and here's some dish soap, and look, have a happy life. You're lucky you're out.
What a fall, though. Like, what a fall. Can you imagine being, that wealthy and then now you're going to be in jail?
Dude, it's the fault. It's the same thing that happened to Carlos Mencia. Like they did this to themselves. This whole thing collapsed because he went after Binance, and Binance had $2 billion in his exchange, and he told them to go after him, And when he heard, he pulled his money out, which started the run, and it all collapsed. And it's the exact same thing in Carlos Mencia. There's this new thing called The Dark Side of Comedy coming out, and they interview Carlos Mencia about like where he is right now, and it's just like it's almost sad at this point where it's just like
really
that's the only press he can get. And like again, I believe in second chances. I would like the guy to get a second chance, but going around telling people you didn't steal jokes is just never gonna ever allow you to get to where you need to go.
Well, I thought he had kind of been contrite on that. Like, didn't he apologize? Like, it kind of admitted,
but he flips back and forth. Like 1 second he's like, I don't do that anymore. The next second he's like, I never did that. And it's just like, bro,
that's somebody you can't trust.
Yeah. Every time you say you didn't steal a joke, you reset yourself. You have to buy it. But it's like that whole thing is because Carlos Mencia's ego told him to walk up on stage and fucking get in Rogan's face. And that was the end. And it wasn't even, and the truth is, it's not even joke stealing that destroyed him. It was the fact that they found out he wasn't Mexican. That was the biggest fraud.
That's ethics. That's, we had another. Who else did we find that out about? Somebody else. We talked about this on the show. They also lied.
No, the guy, he just did that good looking Indian kid who was like, I got anthrax sent to my house and none of it's true.
Yeah,
Vivek Ramaswamy?
No, the comic. He
yeah. Oh damn.
Minaj?
Yeah, that's it.
And now he put out a video trying to debunk it. It's like, bro, you're done, dude. Stick a fork in.
I've forgotten about that.
I like him. He was a nice guy. I haven't seen him in like 10 years, but he was a nice guy when I met him. Like you knew he was gonna blow up. Shiny and good looking and funny. It was gonna happen, but you can't lie about it. You can't act like you're oppressed when you're not oppressed at all. You're an incredibly good looking Indian guy. There is no higher status in America than good looking Indian.
It's a shame because it's like you have the race card, but it's locked away. You know what I mean? Like you got it, but you can't ever use it because you're that good looking. And
you're that good looking, and you're from a demographic that has the highest standard of living in America.
It's like they took your race card.
Asians have a higher standard of living than Jews. It's just a fact.
Yeah,
these are facts.
Have you seen?
That's because if you eat rice all the time, it's damn healthy. It's good.
No, dude.
Have you know this guy Michael Lewis, right? Who's written like some great, like some of our favorite books, and
dude, you don't even know my favorite books.
Liar's Poker. He wrote Liar's Poker.
Yeah, he wrote Liar's Poker.
Moneyball.
He wrote The Undoing, but he wrote Moneyball. Well, he did a book about Sam Bankman-Fried that came out like early October. And this book, right? I was going to start reading it, and then I started flipping through the reviews. He apparently bought all of Sam Bankman-Fried's shit. And the book praises Sam Bankman-Fried as like this genius, that's like, he's like trying really hard to build a company and he's a good guy. And I went back and looked and he did a lot of press around early October about how Sam Bankman-Fried's kind of a chill guy. And the whole book is kind of defending. And everybody in the comments is like, how did Michael Lewis miss on this? So I just wanted to say, like, Sam Bankman-Fried obviously has something about him that is tricky, that is deceitful enough to even fool somebody like Michael Lewis, who is credited as being a real skeptic and a sharp guy who writes, some of our, like I said, some of our favorite books of the past 20 years.
It's also that like that world was so new. Like it was so new.
Yeah.
Like people were able to do things that maybe like 10 years from now, or even now you couldn't get away with, because everyone was just buying and selling, smashing and grabbing, grabbing and smashing, or whatever it is.
Smash and grabbing.
So, and like, how old is this Lewis guy?
He's probably 60s. Yeah,
60.
60s,
You're expecting 60-year-olds to understand like how fucking crypto works? He's just like, I like this young whippersnapper,
Yeah, I mean, but he's a sharp guy. I mean, he's like into numbers and like I said, wrote Moneyball and understood all that.
He's sharp as they come.
Yeah, and it was it just really bought it hook, line, and sinker, the Sam Bankman-Fried thing. Kind of an apologist, he's an apologist for Sam Bankman-Fried, which is I mean, just one of the biggest whiffs in history. Think about having a book and it comes out kind of praising that guy coming out right before the trial. What bad luck.
I don't think he's going to sell a lot of them.
No, I mean, what bad luck. The use. I mean, I still kind of want to listen to it just to hear what he. I'm not. That won't be one I'll read though. I might listen to that casually driving around town. But.
Right.
I love that.
All right. Well.
Oh yeah, we've been going for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, let's get it. I mean,
I crushed this episode, by the way.
You did, man. You did.
What are you looking at this week for these guys, Howie?
No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm looking at Caterpillar, man. I'm looking at Caterpillar. Cat's dropping. I think it's dropped a little more. I'll be on it. If it drops a little bit more, I like Caterpillar right here. Dropping nicely. And then there's about 5 to 7 more that we're about to get on over the next couple days because we're holding a ton of dry powder, man.
All right, guys. Hey, real quick, just so you guys know a couple things before you say goodbye. Well, actually, just go to the patreon.com/Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. Exclusive club where you get all of Howie Dewey's greatest picks. The man is a legend. Go check it out. Go over there right now. Join us in our super secret bathhouse.